Welcome to Career Talk. I am Jocelyn Murillo and I am here with Bryce, owner of Ideal Midwest. How are you this morning?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So tell me about what you do.
We are a commercial site work contractor, so we do excavation and backfill and parking lots, and we dig for the building foundations and anything that goes along with excavation.
Did you need any special training or degree?
I learned everything out in the field. So I worked on a farm through high school and got some experience on some tractors and some small equipment. And then when I was 18, graduated from high school, I started working for a site work contractor doing similar work to what we do, and just got opportunities to get on all different types of machines, and that's how I ended up here.
Is this the career path you wanted to, is this what you wanted to be?
When I was 18, I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do yet, and this was one of the options I had chosen, and I tried it out and really enjoyed it, and I still enjoy it now, so I'm glad that's the path I took.
What is your typical day like, especially right now that you're working on a construction site right here?
We do a lot of planning, days, weeks in advance, to try and get a schedule put together along with our general contractors that we work for. And we're up pretty early, so we're usually starting at 5:30 or 6 in the morning, get to the job, get the machines fired up, and have a little huddle with our crew and any other crews that we're going to work alongside to make sure we have a plan of attack for the day to make sure we're safe and productive. And a lot of things change throughout the day, so you got to be ready to roll the punches and change on the fly. But yeah, it's pretty much just especially this time of year where there's not a lot of daylight, we'll start at first light and work until dark to take advantage of these good late season days.
And on the stadium, what are you working on right now?
Today's kind of a slow day. We kind of got caught up for a couple days here, but we are digging foundations. There's a concrete crew pouring dugouts and walls, so we're digging in front of them. And then as soon as they pour walls, we backfill behind them and lay gravel. And this pile of dirt is excess dirt that we don't need here, so there's trucks that are hauling that dirt out and then hauling gravel back in to gravel the parking lots. So that's pretty much what our focus is for the next couple weeks.
And water doesn't affect it much, or?
The water will make it into mud, so it's nice and
Yeah.
dry now, and they're calling for rain and snow Friday and Saturday, so the site will look a lot different come Monday.
Have you ever worked on a stadium before?
I have not. This is the first stadium
Really?
we've done, yes.
Wow. And for it being like the first stadium you worked on, do you like?
Yeah, it's been a great job. It's been a great job. It's nice to be a part of a job of this size in the community, and yeah, it's been great.
What does this machine do?
Oh, that's one of our zero swing excavators. So that machine gets used for primarily digging foundations. It's got GPS control and guidance on it, so we can go dig with nobody checking grade, nobody laying out. That machine's got a computer in there that shows where all the foundations are, so you can do it with a lot less guys in the ground. Makes it a lot safer.
Okay. Do you operate it sometimes as well?
I do, not as often as I'd like, but yep, occasionally I do get to run the equipment still. Yeah.
And how do you move it? Do you know?
Yep, that's got 2 levers on each side. You can kind of see he's got a hand on each one that runs the boom up and down and the stick and then the bucket. And then he's got 2 foot pedals that drives it back and forward and back.
Really? Forward and backward? Has there ever been a time you've seen that tip over?
Not one of mine, but yes,
No,
I have seen
yeah?
him tip over.
Oh my god.
Especially when the ground is frozen. If you're on a slope, like that slope right there, and the ground's frozen, those are like ice skates, and you'll slide to the bottom of the hill and tip over. So, got to be real careful, especially in the winter.
Which machines do you normally use?
Like these would be 2 of our key machines right here. Pretty much every job has a dozer on it to push the dirt around. That's got GPS on it as well. And then every job has 1, if not 2, sometimes 3 or 4 excavators on it too for digging.
And those are like the smaller ones, right?
Yep.
That for dirt?
Yep, that's a skid steer there. So Those are very handy, versatile machines that are on pretty much every site as well. Yep.
What kind of training do you need for these machines?
Well, we don't have any formal training. We will typically, anybody that has a good work ethic, we'll give them an opportunity, and we'll give them some time on the machine with our guidance in an open area away from any other buildings or people, and give them some time to get comfortable on those. And then just as the time and the years go on, they get better and better on them.
So if someone was interested in doing what you're doing, what would you suggest and like how to get started?
One of the biggest things that we use in our line of work is math. So if you're still in high school, prioritize on math, because math comes into play on everything we do, because everything we do has dimensions for locations, has elevations for heights. Everything revolves around math. So math is a huge asset. Anyone that's well versed in math or comfortable with math can go a long ways. And the biggest thing is a good attitude and a good work ethic. So anybody that's got a good attitude and good work ethic, we will give them an opportunity to excel.
So you're the owner of Ideal Midwest, right?
Yes.
All right. So how was it, like in your earlier career, working for someone else, and now like you are the owner?
I started working for another excavation contractor when I was 18, and I worked for them for 16 years for one contractor, and pretty much everything I know now I learned from the foremen and superintendents that worked there. So they taught me pretty much everything that I know from working for them for 16 years. And then 6 years ago, I started this because I wanted to have more work close to home because my kids were younger, and the company I worked for before did a lot of travel. So I was tired of being on the road and not being with my kids, so that's how Ideal Midwest came about.
Tell us about how it came to be that you are your own owner, and how the process was and how hard it was.
It started out small. It was me and one other guy 6 years ago, and now it's me and about 12 other people that do what we do right now. So it was scary getting started because we didn't know what we were going to have for work and security, and the company I worked for before was well established and been around for several years, and it was a very good job, and they took very good care of me. So it was a little scary getting started, and even now there's some scary times trying to balance enough work to keep everybody busy, but not too much work where we can't fulfill what we commit to. So it's a constant juggling act. We have a great team. Like, everyone that's here gives 100%, and if it wasn't for them, then it would be me bouncing around on one of those small skid steers. That would be about it. So in order to have all this stuff, we've got to have a very good team. We have a great team that's like a family.
Is there any advice you'd give yourself 6 years ago?
I think you got to put your family first, and your employees' families first. And if you do that, everything will fall into place, because it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't have a family or a good group of guys to work with, then really nothing else matters. So years ago, when I was younger, it was all about work, and money. And now there's a lot more to life than just that.
If someone was trying to work for Ideal Midwest, how would they start off?
We do work with the local school district on an apprenticeship program, and if you've already graduated or close to graduating, you can reach out to us on our website or Facebook or Instagram pages and let us know, and we're more than happy to talk to anyone.
Thank you so much for taking the time and speaking with us. It was very interesting and learning about all of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to know more information, go to Ideal Midwest or CareerTalk.com. Yeah, I shouldn't have looked away. Okay.